As we step into January 2025, the typical Canadian winter has arrived with a vengeance, marking a return of frigid temperatures and classic winter conditions. After a mild and sporadic December that saw warmer than usual temperatures sweeping across Canada, the cold is back, and this time it's sticking around for the long haul. The polar vortex, a massive low-pressure system that traps cold Arctic air, has once again descended on the country, bringing some of the coldest temperatures of the year. The first few weeks of January are set to be dominated by this icy air, as regions across the prairies and eastern Canada brace for a deep freeze. While the western part of the country may experience milder than normal temperatures, the focus of the cold will shift to areas like southern Quebec, Ontario, and the Great Lakes region. By the second week of January, these regions will face some of the coldest weather of the season, and even Florida may feel the chill as far-reaching cold air stretches south. Interestingly, the eastward shift of the cold is expected to bring a more stable pattern for most of the West Coast and the Maritimes. British Columbia and the Yukon will see above-average temperatures, while Atlantic Canada might experience less stormy conditions than usual. However, those on the East Coast can still expect some disruptions, including lake-effect snow, as frigid winds collide with the warmer waters of the Great Lakes. One of the most noteworthy aspects of this cold snap is its potential to bring lake-effect snow to regions near the Great Lakes, which could see significant snowfall. In contrast, other areas are more likely to experience minor snowfalls, as the jet stream pattern pushes the main storm track well south, keeping heavy snowstorms mostly out of Canada. Despite this, the battle between the cold and milder air could trigger significant winter storms from the Great Lakes to Atlantic Canada. These storms are likely to be brief but intense, potentially bringing snow, ice, and high winds that can cause travel disruptions and power outages. Looking ahead to the second half of January, a gradual shift is expected. Milder air may try to surge northward, but colder than normal conditions will continue to dominate much of Western Canada. As the month progresses, it's important to be prepared for the possibility of impactful winter storms. The final weeks of January are historically the coldest of the year, and this year looks to be no different, with much of the country potentially facing a battleground of stormy weather and fluctuating temperatures. So, as the new year kicks into full gear, Canadians must brace themselves for the harshest winter weather yet. Whether it's heavy snowstorms, freezing rain, or the relentless cold from the polar vortex, this January promises to deliver typical Canadian winter weather, and it's sure to be one for the books. Stay safe, stay warm, and make sure your winter preparations are in full swing, because this season's cold is here to stay. Stay subscribed for more videos.